Roho! Hello. It is Sunday. Rah. Okay, so I realized my social media has not been working, shock horror, because I'm not happy. Like I am not feeling good. So there's an element of a vibration of negativity, of hurt, of rah, right? And that is important. There's no playfulness, there's no funness, there's no which is interesting. So I've posted over the last 2 months, over 1,000 videos plus. And a lot of my music as well, right? And what I've become attuned to is quite interesting. On social media, people are looking for happiness majority of the time. People are already in a state of low dopamine, low serotonin, okay? Gut issues, unhealthy, running away from their problems. They're picking up this thing to be positive. So when I'm sharing my soul and it's like, man, I'm going through a really rough time, no one cares. Not that no one cares, but that is not what people are searching for. People are not searching to connect. People are searching to escape. Positive, 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 escape. Positive, positive, positive. Where I produce music or content real. Here's my heart. Here's what I'm working through. I'll get through this. You can get through this. No one wants to get through it. Escape, escape, escape. And it's been interesting to see the music. Whenever I've got boom, whenever the music's up, people stay more. Whenever the music's down, people stay less. And I've known this, right? But it's very interesting to see this on a vibrational level that we avoid, as human beings, sadness. We avoid pain. We avoid negativity. And that's in real life. We avoid dealing with our stuff. We avoid this. The ex is avoiding life. Everyone's just avoiding, just keep me in my happy bubble, right? And as I say this, I've said this quote before, the road to hell feels like bliss. Yeah, eat all the donuts, smoke crack, drink, party, right? And then before you know it, whoa, where's my life? It feels like bliss on the road to hell. And on the road to freedom and self-expression and confidence, the road feels like hell. Because you're like painful bits, painful bits, painful bits, painful bits. It feels like hell. Crazy to look at that and be like, wow, that is really interesting that if we want to create music that hits the masses, it's always got to have an up. It's always going to have an up. So I think even if sadness, it's going to be like, I'm sad, but I'm getting up. I'm sad and I'm getting up and I'm sad, because it captures a person that's already sad, and it's like, I can motivate you to go up and up and up. But it can't be like, I'm sad and I'm so sad and I'm so sad. I'm just sad. I'm sad. So don't get me wrong. There are people that are in a very sad place, and those people will connect. And people going through a really dark time that are actually going through it, it will connect. And it's very unique because not a lot of people create in that space at all. Most people like, I'm sad, I'm just going to get off social media and just going to go make myself happy somehow. Where I want it to be like, yo, I'm going through a real feeling here. I want people that go through something like this to be able to experience it. And that's why this album, Free Speech, is an album which should live on forever, because it is a real raw feeling, raw emotion. And whenever you're going through a rough time, whenever you've got something there, that will connect with you at all times. It's not boppy, it's not hitting on a trend, it's not trying to be something. I realized, like, even I get addicted to songs which are boppy and like I'll listen to it maybe 100 times. And I couldn't tell you the name of the artist. I couldn't tell you the song name. If it's not even saved in my favorites, I'll never even ever remember it once it's done. Once I've like squeezed the juice out of it and it doesn't produce me any more bop, boom, thrown out the bin, done. And majority of artwork or creation or even short form content is like that and is created like that. It's like just pick it up, throw it in the bin. Pick it up, throw it in the bin. Consume, 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 throw it in the bin. I don't even care. And I wanted to create music which is art. I want to create videos that are art. I wanted to create all of this thing that's art. And in this world, to go viral, to hit the masses are looking to escape reality, escape their existence, escape their problems at all costs. 99.9.5% of people are doing that. Now, if you're still here, you are not. Hopefully. I mean, you're on YouTube, so maybe there's a bit of escapism there, but really, if you're listening to me, I'm not a light kettle of fish. Light kettle of fish. Right? I am a person that's dealing with real shit, and hopefully you're connecting with that you can deal with your own real shit and be inspired that like, look, I'm going through it, so if you're going through it, let's go, we're in this together. But most of society is there to escape, to escape, just escape. And it's tough because I want to save everybody, I want to show everybody, but I can't, well, I can. I look at you and you need to face the pain and you're not willing to face the pain, and let's just create, you know, we go to the supermarkets and all the processed foods gets purchased because, well, like I could eat the other real food, but I'll just eat the processed food, me included. We just want to escape. We're just like, I'll just do that instead. I'll just do that instead. I'll do that instead. So I realized on a general scale, I need to be happier. I need to be happier to produce music, okay? Because at the moment it's like, you left me to dry, and I don't know if I'd make it without you, baby. It's beautiful. At least to me, and at least to people that are going through that pain, it's very real. But people are like, whoa, dude, that's sad. I just want happy stuff. They say people online as well, they've tested their brain activity and it's similar to having 1 to 2 standard drinks, which means if you're online for over 5 minutes, it's like you're a little tipsy. It's like you're actually under the influence of alcohol. You're actually under the influence of alcohol. And no one wants to be sad on alcohol. They just want to be like, yay, uppity, up it up, up it up, 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 up. Which is interesting. Which is just very, very, to me, very interesting. Now, music, I'm still going to create raw and always from the heart, fine. And I am, when I'm happy and fun and playful and I want to stir the pot with the internet, you know, and I want to make, I want to give people lightheartedness. I want to give people lightheartedness. I want to be like, it's fine, don't take life too seriously and have a joke around. I don't like bullies, right? So I can have a joke around with bullies and put them in their place in a joking way, but it allows other people that have been bullied before to be like, yeah, and get confidence for themselves. So there's an element of me being able to create for social media, which is all fun and games, but it's still standing up for the little guy, which means it's aligned with my heart. And if I can shine bright in self-expression, then I unconsciously allow somebody else watching to shine a bit brighter unconsciously as well. So that's kind of where I'm sitting now, and it's more playful, it's more fun. I've literally just before this video just got addicted and I just created another 20 videos of just really me making fun of myself, me kind of being a bit silly, bit stupid. And that vibe has been missing for so long. My mum always said that she would, if she had to bet money, she believes that I could be an amazing comedian. And I do make everybody laugh around me. But I am worried about comedy being a bit of a weird one for me, because if I do comedy, I worry that I'll be that guy at the end of life that'll just be really depressed because I did the comedy and like I'm really depressed now and I off myself because I'm like laughing while no one else is really getting it. I'm like, this is my life, but like you guys can all laugh with me, but this is my life. So and really what I wanted to do is I really with music and really with my social media is I wanted to be like, guys, like here's my heart. I almost wanted to, shit you not, I wanted to be social. I wanted to connect with real humans, humans connecting with real humans, beautiful. And people are coming out of the woodwork, which is exciting. People are coming out of the woodwork. If you've watched a couple of videos, I've had 2 artists reach out. One artist said he's read my book 3 years ago. It really changed his health and how he appeared to him. And then he started pursuing his dream, which is music. Another person has recently met me, but he's a big artist in Australia and he's inspired by my rawness, by my confidence, but his music is really good. So he gets inspired by my raw confidence and he's like, here, can I help you with this? Let's do a studio. I've got your concert. I've got this, all this other stuff. And I'm like, let's make stuff together. And I'm like, whoa, I'm a bit scared. What can I give you? But there's a bit of back and forth. So it's starting to come up. But here's the whole crux of everything that happens. All of this is nice, but these ups and downs have been happening because at times I go back to my ex and I'm like, oh, so we are fully getting rid of it. We need to stop checking her shit because it's triggering. We need to stop checking her stuff completely. We need to stop checking her stuff. We need to not, we need to stop checking her stuff. We need to completely be on our own vibration. And I'm building an audience. She's not building an audience. I'm building my people. She's just trying to milk people for cash. Literally just milk people for cash and do kilos of narcotics and escape reality. She ain't my person. And she's now brain dead. She ain't my person. And if she dies, and if she unalives herself, I'm not going to be at her funeral. And that's the reality of it. I've never been treated worse by a person in my entire life at the end of a relationship. At the end. Bits of it during, I can understand with trauma and stuff. Towards the end of it, I've never been treated worse in my entire life. And a lot of it is probably because of major substance abuse. And then narcissism put her into a social circle, which was like, yeah, fuck him. He's controlling. Why is he saying you shouldn't do narcotics? Because babe, you overdosed and nearly died 3 times. So it's probably time to put it down because you said you're autistic or ADHD. It's probably time for you to pause because people that care about you are worried about your health. But no one else cares. I was the last person that cared. No one else cares. Everyone's ready for her to just off herself, all her family, etc. But she's been roped into this circle that's controlling. Okay, babe. Just, yeah, oof. I'm so controlling. Oof. Very, very controlling. Babe, please don't die. It's okay. I know the relationship ended and it's okay. Like, things will be okay. You've got this. Very, very controlling. Very bad, Andrew. Bad. But point is, this whole thing, this whole energy, for me, really stems on not checking her shit. And I checked her shit again this morning. Like, I literally can't stop. Didn't trigger me this morning. And that's where it's like almost, I think my brain goes through, it's almost like a lottery. It doesn't always trigger me. So I'm like, oh, it's fine. And then one day it will trigger me. But then I've got this friend coming over that's staying with me for a week, which is very exciting. So this new vibration, I want to use this, which is the new person coming in, and I want to use this vibration to actually just really disconnect and eject her from my existence. Just really call it a really bad nightmare. Like a really, really bad nightmare. But it's hard because I've got a whole album releasing, which is in her, which is talking about the breakup. So it's very difficult. And then I've got YouTube videos going up still talking about her because this is filmed in the past. Like, I'm in this vortex of my ex. So I'm just trying to jump out. And this isn't just my ex, like it's somebody that I really deeply connected with, and I still think mentally, boom. But just because you have the capability doesn't mean you're going to do anything with it, which makes you a 0. It makes you a 0 out of 10. Capability ain't enough. There are so many people out there that don't have the capability and still reach more than you and I. And that's what I have to remind myself with. Capability doesn't do shit. You got to get to work. I've got to get rid of her. I've got to stop this. So all of that is exciting because that keeps me positive and connected to my purpose. Her purpose is check the fuck out and just do all the narcotics and get all the attention from the older men. Because it covers something in her soul that is broken and she's afraid of her mother. Right? So, that is what it is. It is what it is. So, I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for having this girl come over and stay with me for a week. I'm very proud of myself. Like, it's a big thing because for me in my heart, I actually felt like guilty. Guilty that I can pay anybody else attention instead of having my whole heart on her, praying for her to be okay. Guilty. I feel guilty. She doesn't feel shit. She doesn't know my name. She knows when's the next time she's going to take acid. And it's like probably the next day, That's where she's at. And I'm sitting here like, you'll be okay. No, I got to let this shit go. I've got to just. And the big thing was for me was like, yeah, if you die, you die, and you made your own bed, you know everything, everybody's told you everything, you know everything, and you've made those choices, and that will be your deathbed that you created for yourself. So that's it. Thank you for listening to the update. Thank you for the update as if you're telling me the update. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What I should do, what I shouldn't do? Like, let me know where we're sort of at. If you're here, I love you. You're towards the end of the video, so I genuinely love you. Have the best day. Remember capability. Capability does not automatically mean that you're going to get anywhere. Capability in massive amounts of actions and facing the painful stuff, we get somewhere. I love you. Genuinely. Have the best day and just be you.